Hey, welcome to our show. I'm Dr. Latifat. I'm the host of the Money Fit MD show. This is where we talk about all things money and mindset because I truly believe that when we pair these two things together, it is pretty much impossible for us to not create wealth. So I hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you learn, make sure you take actions, and make sure you share the link to the show with all the humans in your life so that we can all start to build wealth together from the inside out. Enjoy this episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode with your money coach. How are you guys doing? I love checking up on you. How are you? What's going on with you? How is life going? I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're spending well. I hope you're, if massage is your thing, I hope you're doing that. If vacation is your thing, I hope you're doing that. Of course, I want you to make sure you're investing as well. If you've been around on my platform, I truly believe that spending on yourself is part of wealth building, right? Spend on yourself, you're an asset, and spend on things that's also going to grow, other things that grow as well, like properties and ownership. That's a big thing that I talk to you all about. So I wanted to have a fun conversation with you guys today. And it's a conversation that came out of me talking to my coach. And yes, I have a coach. In fact, I have many coaches. I have many mentors. I'm going to do an episode on mentorship because I think it's important. But anyways, I was talking to my coach about this conversation, and I wanted you guys to hear part of this conversation as well. And the reason why I think is important, I think a lot of times when it comes to the money world, there are two extreme sides to money. There is the part that's like, don't buy anything, just like grind to death, live like a resident forever. And then there's another part that's like, YOLO, completely never, live beyond your means, buy a bunch of liabilities. And I believe that the middle ground is where most of us want to be, which is spending money without guilt, without shame, buying assets, spending well on things that add value to our lives. So this episode is really going to be important for you guys if you've been around on my platform at all. And this one is about why I love money. I love money. I know, sounds really crazy, sounds really weird, but I love money. And I'll tell you why I love money and why this conversation is important. I think there's so much demonization of money. There's so much demonization of people that have money. It's funny, if you have money, you're screwed. If you don't have money, you're screwed. We're all screwed. We're all screwed. Bottom line, end of episode, right? But the thing is this. For a very, very long time, as someone that's a woman of faith, as someone that's a Christian, I used to think that loving money was a bad thing. And my husband, reads Greek and learned Greek so that he can understand the Bible to a deeper level. And we actually went to go look at the Greek. We're like, we need to really understand, because it doesn't make sense that the Bible would say that, the love of money is the root of evil. And what we found was that it wasn't the love of money as in the love that is kind, a love that is useful, a love that is nourishing, a love that empowers. It was more like the obsession with it, to the point of grinding to death, the point of like screwing someone else over, to the point of doing all the shady things. That is what is not ideal, right? So I've had to sort of like bring those two things together and come to a place of being able to comfortably say that I do love money. And I'll tell you why I love money. I don't love money in terms of like the paper money. Like, I don't love this piece of paper. I just don't, right? But what I love about money is what I'm able to do with money. I love what money helps with. I love that money helps me be able to delegate to people. To be able to delegate to people that when I delegate to them, I pay them. And so the money that I'm paying them is a blessing to them, right? So when I delegate, it is a blessing to them. It becomes an asset for them. It helps them have money to be able to do things in their own life. But also what it also does is that it also takes things off of my plate. Things that feel like liability on my plate becomes an asset to somebody else. So I love the fact that money helps me create more time to be able to do things that are of value in my life, to be able to spend time with my kids, to be able to spend time with my husband, to be able to spend time doing this podcast episode, to be able to create more and sit down and think about how I want to serve you guys and serve my members to the highest level that that I can. Money is what is able to help me do that, right? I love that money is able to help me have experiences in the world. So you guys may or may not know about this, but as of the time of this recording, I'm literally 2 weeks away from a sabbatical with my family. And I'm so, so excited about that. I'm excited about not just having more time with them and being able to have this experience of traveling to many countries with my kids and my husband and creating opportunities that I may not have had access to, and many people may not have access to be able to educate them in a way that's beyond the classroom, but giving them more of like a worldly vision of what life and giving and earning and being and relationships could be like. It's true wealth and richness, to be honest with you. But the reason why I'm able to do that is because money is the gift. Money, not just money, cash only, but money and the money mindset, how I think about money, the way that I've been teaching you guys here and also within my community as well. So I love that money is able to give us that experience to be able to spend and share time together. One of the other things that I love about money is, some of you guys know that I lost my dad a couple years ago. And I remember when my dad got sick, he got good care, which I'm really grateful for. He was able to we spent time with him. I took the time that I needed to grieve. And at no point did I think about money as being a reason why I would not be able to do that. In fact, when I think about a couple of years before that, my parents, my mom and my dad, we had them go on a cruise together. And I remember my dad loving that trip so much. It fed his soul so much. It fed my mom. So that was probably like one of the few trips that they had taken without it being to go visit someone. It was a trip that they took and they were nurtured on the trip. Like, they were cared for, they were taken care of. My dad looked great. My mom looked great. They looked fresh, and they just had time to spend together. I think that was around I don't know if it was his birthday. Around his birthday was an anniversary, but we actually had the sheep folks, I don't know what they called, or whatever, professionally, but we had them, supply a cake to surprise them, right? Those were things that money was able to do. So I think about the joy in my parents' mind and their heart from doing that, and money and our mind and our, not just money, but our relationship with money, because you can have money but hoard it. But money and our relationship with money was what was able to help us let it, release it to be a blessing. I think about the joy in their heart, like money and our relationship with money created that. I also remember when my sister got married, and we had a lot of family in town. We literally had 20 something people at our house, sleeping for 2 weeks. It was chaotic, right? But number one is we were not worried about food. We could buy food. We could spend time taking care of each other. We bought things that we needed, and money created that. Money helped us have the time and the ability to be able to spend the time and just enjoy the relationship and create memories that is now what we have. And we were from all parts of the world. We're from Europe, from different parts of Africa and different parts of Europe, different parts of the US. So to be able to come together and create that, money helped us be that. The other thing that money helped us with in that time is we were able to get a photographer who came and collect professional pictures. Guys, this was the first time in 20 years or so that my entire family had been together, the kids and the grandkids and the grandparents together under one roof. Money created that. We were able to take a trip to Vegas. We literally bought flights on a plane. We rented this crazy big Airbnb. We spent time in there, and we just created such a great experience. My dad loves Vegas. Right now, all I have is the memories and the pictures I'm scrolling through, and money and our relationship with money created that. Of course, the fact that we're all alive is by the grace of God, and I don't take anything away from that. There are things that that it's not me that was able to create that, or us that created that, but money was a vehicle or a tool in able to create that. The other thing that we're able to do with money is, I love the fact that we give. My husband and I, every year we set a giving goal, and our goal is we up that every single year. And what are we giving to? We give to things that are value to us. We give to, we love feeding. Homelessness and lack of food is something that is dear to my heart. So we we give to things like that. We give to international stuff. We have kids that we sponsor all over the world, right? We have people, like, we give money through our church. And I love my church. If you're looking for a church, go check them out. It's called the Midtown. It's here in Sacramento. You can log on online and listen to their sermons. My pastors are touch it cray. So if you thought I was cray, go see them and you can see what my sources of cray is, right? But the thing is, they're literally like the hands and feet. They pay for people that don't have access to food. People, will have like issues with their rent. They just like provide mental health, like free mental health to our community. They are literally what it means to serve. And for us, it is an honor to be able to leverage and use our money for things like that. There are other things that we're going to be doing and spending money on in future. There are other goals and missions that we have. And our goal is to be able to be more, even increase our level of intentionality. But money becomes a tool that helps us do more of those things in the world, right? So y'all, I just wanted to like share examples of why I love money and why I believe that it's not just the cash, but it's like loving money, but it's the cash, but also your relationship with it. There's so much that we do. Like we have things like my husband and I literally sit down and like, what do we want for our parents? Like, what experiences do we want our parents to have? What experiences do we want our kids to have to be able to do like, and right now, as the time I'm recording this, again, I'm going to be taking a sabbatical with my family. I'm taking a pause from clinical medicine for now, and I get to ask my questions like, how do I want to spend my life? How do I want to give with my life? I already know that helping women physicians be financially liberated, to be able to give to the life as well and create a life of purpose is one of the things that I'm doing. Like, that's my commitment to my life, literally. And I do that with the podcast. I do that through the book that we have coming, and I do that through our money community for women physicians. I do that through speaking and just empowering and enriching people and sharing other tools that we've been blessed with, right? But I just want you to know that money is being defined to us as this horrible thing. And it's for you and I. We are part of changing that conversation. We are part of being examples to our kids and generations to come of what the true value of money is and what money can do in this world. So I want you to ask yourself a question. What is your relationship with money? Do you hate it? Is it like hot potato? Is this something you like? Is it something you hate? Is this something you're ashamed to say you love? And I hope this encourages you to evaluate that relationship and ask yourself, where are you right now? Where do you want to be? What relationship do you want to have with money? And I tell you all this with money, about my relationship with money, but I also want you to know that my relationship with myself is also good, right? And to be honest with you, I don't want all my money to disappear, but if it did, I would do it all over again, because I am now someone that knows how to create money. I'm someone that knows how to earn. I'm someone that I knows that my clinical income doesn't have to be my only source of money. I'm also someone that knows that money is not my source of joy. My joy is something that's internal. And because I have that joy already as is, that is why it's so much more easier for me to be able to leverage my money, invest in my money, give my money, donate my money, spend my money to enjoy as well, right? So I want us to start evaluating and normalizing this conversation. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Let us know by leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen to. And I also encourage you to share on social media, share with all the humans in your life, and tag us. We're MoneyFeedMD on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. We're everywhere. Like we're all about that life. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you again for listening. If you want to be of support to other people, share your money relationship with them. Let you be an example of what's possible. And remember, if you want to become a Money Feed MD, then I invite you to come join our community. Look on my website, moneyfeedmd.com. Go and click Walk With Me at the very top of the page, and you can learn how we can get together so that you can also work not just on your cash only, but on your relationship with money, so that you can build and build and build and build. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for people that look like you, that smell like you, that fart like you. Yes, I'm a GI doc. I'm going to talk about your fart. All of that stuff. The world is waiting for more of you, so that the world can be more of what we want it to be. All right. Love you guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.